The price of wrestling collectibles in 2020 has gone through the roof. I don't know if you have a collection or not, but if you do, you might want to stay tuned to this video just to see what you have on your hands. I'm Money, this is That Wrestling Podcast, and thanks for joining us. Thank you for taking the time to join us today, and I'm really excited to take this journey with you guys because the monumental spike these toys have seen in 2020 is really unprecedented. So right away, let's start with the LJNs. Why not take it back to the originals? We see this beautifully carded Hulk Hogan recently sold for $2,208, and wow. I mean, I don't know what that was going for last year, but I would assume it's not $2,208. Right below that, we saw the Haku black card, $1,900. Did accept the best offer on that one, and we all know that the black cards are the most highly desired LJN figures, especially carded, loose too, I guess. But wow, just the price of that Haku there, and really, when you think about it, there's a number of factors that could play into the price increase, and we'll dive into that a little later, I guess. But let's continue on for now. This custom Macho Man right here, it's a custom black carded Macho Man, $1,500 recently. And he either sold this one several times, or I don't know what happened, sold a few in one day. Maybe he sold several of them, but yeah, you got $1,500 a piece out of them. Then we see a beautifully graded Hogan, $1,350. I always thought this Jake was just a really cool figure, and it fetched $1,100 recently, the 14-inch version. That's a really rare figure, and if if you've got some of these in your collection and you're thinking about selling, now might be the time, because even a custom Bret Hart LJN is selling for $1,000. We've got loose lots. Look at this. It's a loose lot, $899. And of course, the ref is hard to get a hold of. He went for $850 recently. And then even below that, moving on, we see some of these Sarges. I mean, I believe just last year they was fetching between $600 and $700, and now it's creeping up to $850, close to $900 loose. And we see them just selling, just no problem selling them for that much, even on bids. A couple of Hulk Hogan's here, a beautiful one here, carded $810. We see, of course, one of the harder to get ones there, the Ravishing Rick Rude, $760. A couple of those sold. Another Slaughter, another one of there's the black card Hogan loose, $736. Here we are going back a little more in time. We see a Slaughter got $700. Look at this lot here. Wow, $681. Another Slaughter, $700. See, we're back in May there. So look how much he's jumped just since May. Slaughter was $700. He's all the way up to almost $850 now. There's some more loose Slaughters. Look at $660, $649. So just over the last couple of months, even Boss Man, look at him, $649. Best offer accepted. So yeah, these LJNs are really just creeping up. Black carded. Look at that. Beautiful Warrior, $600. Best offer accepted. So now might be the time to move some of these figures if that's the mood that you're in, because people are buying. Speaking of buying, I've been buying a few figures myself. I've been participating in the madness when it comes to these Hasbros a little bit. And especially the retros and the Hasbros, they just have a special place in my heart personally. And I guess they do in a lot of people's, because the prices have gone up even more so than the LJNs. I mean, I don't remember how long ago it was, but I think, maybe a year ago, you could get this whole Series 11 green card set for about $2,000-ish, $1,800-ish. Now it's fetching $3,000 all day long here. And of course, that Yoko and the 1-2-3 Kid is some of the most desired figures in the entire collection. We see them right there back in April fetching $3,000 for the entire set of the green cards. $2,800 right below that. Best offer accepted. $2,700 back on May the 28th. I always thought this was a cool one right here. I've seen it up a few times. $1,257. Someone bought it. You got the Bam Bam on the Lex card. What a cool figure. And even below it here, this is back in June, and this is worth talking about just for a moment. We see that the entire set of retros, all 44 figures with a ring, there was 3 rings actually, $1,200, best offer accepted. I was just on Facebook yesterday in a group, and a guy said he parted his collection out, and that's back in, June? That guy sold those early June. Said he got about $1,800 when he parted his set out, sold them individually. $1,800. So, I mean, that's gone up at least $600. Says best offer accepted there. I mean, it does have 3 rings, but you can just see the spike in these guys. And of course, I'm a big retro fan, so I kind of like seeing that, but at the same time, it makes them hard to get a hold of. Look at the 1-2-3 Kid there now, well over $1,000. I thought that one was kind of unique. It's not even graded or anything, fetching $1,000. Wow, even the Billy Gunn is getting up there. Look at $1,000 for the Billy Gunn all day. Thought that was pretty cool. Here a lot of 5. Look at the Hasbro blue cards, $1,000. Of course, that's a really cool series there. You got the Macho King and the Nasty Boys tag teams, a little bit hard to get a hold of. So if you've got some of these figures, might be a time to move them, huh? Got the Razor Ramon Air there with no chain, fetching $1,000. I always thought these was cool, the yellow cards. Really, I like those more than the green cards. You got the Kamala there. You got the Nails. You got the Crush. You got Razor, Shawn Michaels, Owen Hart. Look at them all right there. That's an awesome series. And if you've got any of those right now, it might be the time to move them. Because just right there on June the 24th, somebody sold that one for $800. Another 1, 2, 3 kid there. Look, we're going back in time a little bit here. We can see just a month ago he was fetching around the $800 to $900 mark. This $800 one, best offer accepted. Look at this Andre right here, $749. So the prices are getting up there. And of course, we see several 1, 2, 3 kids up there. He's one of the more popular ones to bargain and barter with there. $700 Razor, that's autographed though. Another autographed Razor, $695. Look at this, goes on and on with the green cards here. I thought these minis were kind of cool. $610 right here. Wow, even the Macho Man, that's a beautiful figure. AFA, man, the Star Tights, that's one of the most highly desired figures in my opinion. For me it is, at least. You got the Andre, another Andre, and this is going back here a little, that's July 1st. So you can see the price spike just continues. Of course, this red carded Undertaker has always been highly desirable, but $515 at this point. Purple carded, whew, the Purple Heart, Bret Hart grade at $4.99. Look at that, guys. Look at that. So this is really just a great time to be, you know, just collecting things. Even the Zebra Tights, Brutus, buddy, it's always been a tough one to get, but I mean, now it's fetching close to $500. I mean, if you've got a huge collection of these, and I've seen people say this on Facebook recently, you know, is now the time to sell these. If you've got a substantial amount of these figures, I mean, you might even be able to sell them for enough to buy a house right now. It's insane when you really just see the prices of these things. And I guess the people who have been collecting these over the years are really starting to see the fruits of their labor. There's a beautiful Shawn Michaels right there, more green cards. I've always loved the Yoko. But yeah, you're really starting to, you know, your years of tedious work assembling your beautiful collections might be starting to pay off. And of course, it's harder than ever to sell because we all collect these things because we love them so much. And I guess that's why the price is the scarcity. You know, everybody wants them right now. So you can see right here, I love this blue card set, $399. Look, that was back in late June. So that was just a couple of weeks ago. That's really not that bad of a deal. You had a Bret Hart in there and the Taker. You had the Steamboat. Look at this. Demolition. $400. So these Hasbros are hotter than ever. We can clearly see that. And I guess we'll just keep progressing on down the line here. Where do we go next? Jax? Let's take a look at some of these Jax and see what they're fetching right now. And I'm not going to lie. When WWE initially made the change from Hasbro to Jax, I was very disappointed. You know, having been a Hasbro kid, having been a bro kid myself, growing up on the Hasbros, and I can imagine that transition was tough when WWF decided to switch from LJN to Hasbro for those LJN collectors also. But initially, when they started these with Jax, I was a little bit disappointed. I'm not going to lie. But as we can see now here in 2020, some of these prices are starting to creep up. $649 right here for the steel cage ring playset. That's always been one of the more desirable sets. And then you can see, of course, the Comic-Con exclusive is at the Rey Mysterio, $600. Best offer accepted. That was on May 22nd, so the price of that has gone up. Really, with the Jax, some of the cooler things are those rare, you know, 1 of 3,000, 1 of 500, 1 of 5, for example, figures that are really starting to fetch high premiums. And of course, if you're lucky enough to have any of these in your collection, Series 1s, Jax Superstars, look at that, $599 right there on May 23rd. Of course, those say case fresh, baby. But of course, you had, was it the Undertaker, Bret the Hitman Hart, Gold Dust, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, and of course, the Diesel right there. What a set. You know, how do you represent rock and wrestling, you know, better? I guess coming out of the rock and wrestling era, right there at the end of the rock and wrestling era, better than those 6 figures, buddy. And then if you have some of these loose Jax, I see them all the time at flea markets, yard sales. Look at that, $522 for that lot right there. Here's another lot right below it, $510. It's time to clean the attic out. You know, if you're older and you're listening to this and you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s and your kids have moved out, you might want to clean the attic or basement out and see what you got down there in these Jax. Autograph, that's a one-of-a-kind figure, though. You cannot get the Anvil's autograph anymore, of course. $499, really cool dual pack. That's what I like about Jax, the duals and the triple packs. Look at that loose lot, $410. Looks like something in probably several basements across just my neighborhood alone, right? Double pack there. That's what's really cool about Jax. The ring ended up being kind of cool, I thought, in hindsight. Didn't like it at the time when it first came out. Thought it was kind of big and bulky, especially when compared to my Hasbro ring, but now it's fetching $400, $399 just for the steel cage playset. We've always known that's been, you know, desirable for the last 5 or 10 years, but wow, 375 bucks. Look at that autographed Harley Race. Here's another loose lot that went off for $355. Looks like just a bunch of the you know, just regular Jax there. Didn't see anything exclusive. And the unmatched Fury statues that Jax started making a little later. Of course, this Warrior one's a little bit limited and went for $369. They did accept the best offer on that, but I wasn't too keen on those at first. They've kind of grown on me, you know. And then of course Jax also did these. Was they the 12-inch Ministry of Darkness Undertaker figures? A really rare one, $349. Accepted the best offer. Look at this lot right here, loose lot, 320 bucks. There's a few carded ones, $335, but they did accept the best offer. And that has Kane Michaels in it, yeah, a few others. Look at this loose lot right here, $349, guys, $300 right below that. Another loose lot below that one, $300. So if you have some boxes of Jax, and I know a lot of you guys do out there, and you just don't want them anymore, it might be a good time to sell them. That's all I'm saying. Look, another Series 1 entire set. Look at that, back in early May, 280 bucks. Wow. Some more loose ones. Here's a pretty cool one here. Autographed Stone Cold Unmatched Fury, $325. Did accept the best offer on that. The blue blazer right below that. Of course, a couple of Bam Bams down here. Here's what I'm talking about, though. These limited ones. 1 of 5. Ultimate Warrior. Went for $281 recently, and that was in June. That's coming from Australia. Bam Bam, of course, always desirable, whether it be LJN, Mattel, Jax, Hasbro, whatever brand you're talking, brother. There we go. Some more loose lots going off. Legion of Doom right there. I always thought that was cool. The 3-packs are something you didn't see a whole lot with the Hasbros, but Jax was quick to pump them out. We got lots of awesome 3-packs from them, and now they're really fetching a high premium. So we can clearly see $260 there, $280 for Axe, Smash, and Crush if you want all 3 together, brother. Then below that, another 14-inch Hogan's Series 1. That was what I keep getting back to, $249 for the entire series there. That was back in April, and we can see that has already skyrocketed to $500 or $600, you know, pretty much doubling in price in a matter of months there on the Jax. So the Jax are hotter than ever at this time. Really, all wrestling collectibles are. Really cool Undertaker, all 3 faces of the Taker. Back to the Series 1 there, yeah. So we can see if you've got any of these Jax, what we're really looking for is like the Series 1s, the limited numbered stuff, you know, the 1 of 5s, the 1 of 1,000s, the 1 of 3,000s. Those are the ones that's fetching the high premiums. But if you do have, like, you know, the big plastic Tupperware things in your basement, like most of us do, in your back room, your shed, your storage bin, wherever you got them, it might be a good time to go through, and you never know. Before we move on to the Mattels and wrap this video up, let me just take a second to say thank you so much for watching this video. Please take a moment to smash that thumbs up and the subscribe button. Every little bit of support goes a long way to helping this channel. And also, hey, what is your favorite wrestling collectible in your collection? Please take a second to share that with us. We'd love to know. And like I promised, we're back with the last segment to talk about these Mattels. Last but definitely not least, and we got a special guest for this one. What's up, Clyde?
What's up, baby? How you doing? I heard you talking about wrestling babies. No, it gets the blood boiling, brother.
Talking about the wrestlers, and right away I want to hop into this, dude. Like, I don't know, was you a little disappointed when WWE switched from, you know, Jax to Mattel, or was you excited?
I was actually looking forward to that when that happened. Me and Marlena was there day one, and I remember some of the first ones come with belts, man, that were numbered, and just really good figures. I remember I got Mickey James and Carlito, some of my favorites.
Yeah,
as soon as they come out, I was getting some of them.
Speaking of the numbered ones, I thought those were really cool with the Jax, and it was good to see Mattel carry that on. And we're looking right away here at like the top of the sold listings on eBay. I mean, $1,200 back on June 1st, the complete set of retros with 3 rings was sold. And now today, someone on yesterday on Facebook said that that was fetching about $2,000. They pieced the set out and got $2,000 for it. What do you think about the spike in prices there with the retros?
Oh, I love it, man. I hope it keeps going up. I know eventually it'll flatten out, but right now people got extra income to spend on wrestling figures and, you know, other figures, cards. Seems like a lot of the stuff is going up, and to me, and I know you're a lot like this too, there's nothing like it. Some nice wrestling figures, man. Just a little homage to a sport we respect and love.
Yeah, I agree, and you know, this, like, it's just awesome to see these Mattels, you know, jump like this in price here in 2020. And right now I got in front of me, I'm just looking at some sold listings on eBay. We see right here, this was on June the 5th, a King Harley Race Flashback Series 3 Elite figure, $380. What do you think about the spike in that figure?
I can believe it. It's I don't have one of those. I'm kind of mad at myself because I didn't get one. But the attention to detail, it reminds me of the LJN Harley race. It's just a beautiful piece, man. The purple, the gold, you know, they got him. It looks just like him. It's a special piece. It's pure.
Definitely the Walmart exclusive there, and then right here, I mean, shortly after that here, we see on June 13th a Mattel Legends, you know, the Legend series, of course, some of the most highly desired ones. If you've got some of these in your collection, it might be a good time to sell because they've always been expensive, but never higher than they are right here in 2020. Right here, autograph series, was a Series 4 set, Axe and Smash, $299. Here's another Legend set right here, brother, Axe and Smash, not autographed, $300. What do you think about the price of these Legend figures?
To me, they're worth every single penny, man. I can't say enough good things about them. You know, both of us were lifelong collectors, and I know a lot of our friends and maybe some folks we don't know that tune in, they collect a lot of figures too. And Mattel, man, they pay attention to detail probably better than any of the other companies that have ever across the board made wrestling figures. So they are like little works of art.
I agree, man. And looks the Axe and the Smash really hot right now. Like I said, going for about $300 for the pair, brother. And then right here we see some of these defining moments are really creeping up there too here in 2020 on June the 12th. Here's a Triple H defining moments right here, brother. $249. Another Triple H, $255. This is where he has on the blue jean attire. Of course, I'm sure you're familiar with the figure. We've got the Macho King Randy Savage Legends, $250 recently. And another really cool one. Look at this, the King Kong Bundy Legends. It's a lot here, two of them. You got the Bundy and the Andre, $232. What do you think about these prices, brother?
Well, I'll tell you what, man, Bundy Mania is running wild. That King Kong Bundy, that's a bucket list piece for me because my good friend here, David Lee, I got a King Kong Bundy LJN, but I love the shirt. I actually have the same shirt that comes with the figure. And anything Andre the Giant, man, I'm interested in, at the very least, taking a look at it for sure. Could be a more iconic duo, you name there.
I agree, brother. Yeah, I agree about the Andre, man. It's just crazy seeing here in 2020 how these prices are just going through the roof. And before we wrap this up, you want to touch on a couple. What do you think the causes of this is? I mean, of course, we all know it's you know, there's words you can't say on YouTube because you get banned. But do you think any of this isolation that we've all been in, you know, has part to do with it? And of course, there's the stimulus money going around, and those who are unfortunate enough to have lost their job, most of them are being compensated with extra unemployment benefits right now. Do you think all this kind of plays hand in hand with what's going on right now?
I think it's a direct result of that. And you do got a lot of good folks sitting at home, and they got a little more time to reflect on the past. And they're remembering the good old days of Harley Race and Andre the Giant and King Kong Bundy and all these larger-than-life characters that we still love as adults that were like superheroes when we were children, man. I think it is a direct result of everything you mentioned there, buddy.
Yeah, well said. And thanks for listening today, everybody. And really, just take a moment to enjoy your day. Tell everybody that you love them. And hopefully you found some gold here in this video. Hopefully we've been able to help guide you along. But, you know, if you've got some tubs of wrestling figures in the basement, a storage shed, the attic, anywhere, it might be the time to clear them out. And, Clyde, you got anything to say before we wrap this up, brother?
Just the usual, man. Anybody out there that listens, we appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up, a like, subscribe. If you don't like us, let us know. Maybe we can improve on it. And it was an honor and a privilege to be on your show, our show, That Wrestling Podcast, show of people.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Check us out on the web, thatwrestlingpodcast.com, wrestlingzoo.com. Always updated with crazy madness from around the wrestling world. You never know what you're going to find. And until then, we will catch you guys on the next one.